Oke, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam everyone. Welcome back to our online course, Permaculture, the Language of Nature and Islam, the Perfect Mizan. So this is our last session, and our last session is Alhamdulillah in the month of Ramadan. May Allah bless our last session, and then bless all the session we already had before. And let's start our session with basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. And recite Suratul Al-Fatihah. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Arrahmanirrahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. So this is our last session, Alhamdulillah. And then in this last session, in the first session, we already met with Sheikh Folds, and we already got enlightenment, Alhamdulillah, from him about the principles, and then about the foundational guide how to read the language of nature. And then also we heard the stories of like Sheikh Folds and how we, what should I say, like to see things, to observe things in nature, to more connected with nature. And this is also all of this is part of our role as Rahmatan lil Alamin. And then also with last week, we already met with Brother Hamid, and Brother Hamid already gave us like a very comprehensive like material, the topic about like social permaculture, and then also zoning in permaculture, and then also this is very interesting, I mean, like, because Hamid also said that social permaculture is not it's not only like about and zoning in permaculture is not only about our interaction with people, and zoning it's not just about zones in our landscape, but also in ourselves, like zone zero is ourselves. So and also Hamid also gave us all the perspective of Islamic perspective in this topic. And then now, inshallah, we will dive through the study case, because we already heard that on the last session, some participant already asked about the study case, like for we already learned about permaculture principles. Also, Sheffield and Hamid also gave like homeworks relating to permaculture principles. And now, inshallah, in this last session, we will go to this study case, like the real case, how to apply the permaculture principles. So today's topic, like in the last session, the topic is Journey to Create a Perfect Mizan in Kebun Hanif with Brother Afif Syifa'ul Hayat. So Brother Afif is already here with us. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so he is already here with us. And before we go to hear about his journey, about his stories, let me introduce him a little bit. So I'll read his curriculum vitae. So, okay. His name is Afif Syifa'ul Hayat, and then he is permaculture educator, consultant, and also practitioner. So, Afif is expertise in permaculture, regenerative agriculture, and sustainable development. Now, actually, now has been 5 years running Kebun Hanif Regenerative Culture as a place for people and communities to learn about regenerative lifestyle and sustainable ecosystem. So the location of Kebun Hanif is in Bandung, Indonesia, West Java. And here is experience. His background education is from Bachelor of Agriculture, and then his experience in the permaculture area. He is former intern at Zaituna Farm Permaculture Research Institute, Australia, at the end of 2030 and February until February 2024. And then he also learned with Dr. Adi Setia and Ramis Chen in the course of Islamic Youth Economy Program for Ethical, Appropriate, and Regenerative Livelihood that held by Institute of Regenerative Livelihood Initiative. And then he is also certified permaculture designer with his teacher, Anna Masur. And then also certified permaculture designer 2 times joining the PDC. And then this is his experience, like he is quite active to in education about this topic about permaculture uh, to adults and then to youth and then in course in online class and then also to farmer. And then this is we can read his sharing experience here. And then also he ran Afif is also a consultant, and this is of some of his projects that he already did in several cities in Indonesia. So there is like designing like for community education, and then designing and constructing for urban permaculture garden, and then also constructing to Islamic boarding school. So some various landscape. He already did this project. And then maybe that's I introduced him a little bit, but now Afif is already here with us. So I think we will hear from him about his journey and then the study case of applying permaculture principles in everyday life, like daily lives and in the landscape. Okay, so Brother Afif, the time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Tasya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain amma ba'd. Rabbi israh li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Alhamdulillah, dear brother and sister, we already in the last session, and I want to share about my experience. And actually, this properties that we started is it's our me and my wife Tasya also run this property. So maybe later I will Tasya will also help me to explain as well. So maybe for the next, I'm going to share my slide. Let me share my slide first. Okay. Is everyone can see the slides? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's start with this session. This session is about journey to the perfect Mizan. So we are trying to live in harmony with nature and also trying uh, to do what we can do to live in harmony with nature. And this is our properties, Kebun Hanif Regenerative Culture. So I'm going to share to you about the, okay. So I'm going to share to you about the background about this topic. So we are trying to reflecting from the Quran. Like you see that when we talk about Mizan, there is there is two words that we can that they can have a correlation. For example, like from Al Quran, Surah Al-Qamar and verse 49, you can see that inna kulla shay'in khalaqnahu biqadar. So Allah created all these things in this world with predestination or biqadarin, with by a measure. So everything in nature, everything in this world has a proportion. Allah created everything with a proportion, and then it's related with the Mizan itself. So we can see in the Surah Ar-Rahman, وَالسَّمَاءَ رَفَعَهَا وَوَضَعَ الْمِيزَانَ, and the heaven he raised and imposed the balance. So Mizan is also the balance. So why I put uh, this picture or this image to these slides is about ecosystem. Like it's about the food chain, or it's about the soil food web. Like everything in nature is interconnected, and we can see the example of this on this picture. You can see that we learn from nature that everything is connected. For example, like the all the what should I say? All the creature in agriculture, for example, we can see that in conventional agriculture, now we couldn't see something like this. Usually, we just focusing on one kind of plant, like a monoculture, and then when we plant one kind of plant, uh, so the pest or the pest will just will don't have any food chain. For example, in the paddy field, like we just plant paddy all in all the land, and you can just see the rat. But nowadays there are no carnivore, there are no predators in it. So actually this food chain is part of balance, especially in nature. Well, like also in the soil itself. Now we are tend to ruin the soil by conventional agriculture, by industrial agriculture, because of we use many or we use variety kind of pesticide or herbicide, and the synthetic fertilizer that can harm all this creature. So we have to ask ourselves, like, where our food come from? Is it already uh in the balance or not, like that? So and everything in this world, everything in this ecosystem, it has a proportion. So Allah created all the things with a purpose. For example, like the weeds itself in the garden, or on a farm. When you see the weeds, we can learn from the weeds for that the weeds itself is the mechanism of soil to keep soil's life, actually. And when we observe more, like Sheffield said, that we observing the nature, it's it has a lot of function that we don't know. So we need to understand the language of nature and the pattern of nature to know to know the proportion of nature, and we can do balance in our daily life because we understand how natures work. So this is just an example. And for example, nowadays there are different between night and the day. For example, uh, like nowadays people are tend to working 24 hours, and then in the city, like the light is on for 24 hours, but actually we have the nighttime and the daytime. And Allah said in Al Quran that the daytime is the time that we need to work, we need to go out, we need to earning livelihood, but in the night we need to rest. But now the night is also time for us to working, and the light outside in it's became pollution, like for example, there is some example that uh, I've heard about. I've seen the news from television, uh, from YouTube, like uh, there is ever the bird that died uh, at the time, like all the birds just died, uh, and then it's because of now we don't have uh, exact time for the night and for the day, because the bird is also have a sense to the light. But now the night is also full of light, so the bird couldn't sleep, couldn't rest, and then he just they just flying around, and then they don't have time to rest, and then after that they are all died. It's kind of yeah, it's that kind of things that human creating the kind of imbalance in nature. Yeah. So next we are going to the outline about yeah, uh, we are going to introduce our properties, Darul Hanif, and also we are going to share, I'm going to share a little bit of background, and also about regenerative culture, and also about ethics and principle in practice that we do in daily life here in our properties. So, and also about, we can reflecting to that, to in Islamic perspective as well. So this is our properties. We call it Darul Hanif. So Darul Hanif is a learning and teaching space on the path to goodness, or Rahmatan lil Alamin. So Darul Hanif was started by our father, my father-in-law. He intend to make this land as a wakaf. So now we are running a community, like people come and learn, people come and helping in the garden, or learning. We have like some of activities that we run with the community, like for example, inside Darul Hanif there is Tahfiz, Darul Hanif Islamic Boarding School. So this is a kind of school that we learning how to read the Quran, and also how to translate the Quran, and also about the structure of word in Quran. We learn something like that, and also we have Kebun Hanif Regenerative Culture. Kebun Hanif is also space and a farm, or the small farm that applies the ethics and principles of permaculture. So other than that, we also have a wellness being center, are uh, which is we learn about how connection between mind, body, and soul. Yeah. So because like I said, that everything is connected in nature. So also with our wellness being, it's connecting from the nature, from our garden, from ourself, and from our heart is connected. Like we often hold some activities to give people awareness and understanding about that we as a human, especially as a Muslim, Allah created uh, us, yeah, to take care of the earth, to be Khalifah as a vicegerent of earth, and then so we teach that we learn that, and we share an awareness about that in our place. So yeah, but Darul Hanif and Basharia Foundation is found by our father-in-law, by my father-in-law and my mother-in-law. So yeah, Kebun Hanif also the space or the garden that applies ethical permaculture ethics, and uh, in order to revive regenerative culture based on Sunnatullah of stewardship on earth. And also at Kebun Hanif, we regenerate our land and our ecosystem. So our place is yeah, Indonesia is kind of Indonesia is tropical, very tropical. So we learn about how to uh, connect to the nature, and also how to interact with nature, and also how to respond to nature pattern in tropic, like yeah, with gardening, with the permaculture approach. So next, yeah, this is our framework that Darul Hanif, the in the center of it, Darul Hanif is yeah, you can see that we trying to focus on soul and soil. Like soul is in ourselves and soil is around us. Like soul is also related with afterlife. Like uh because it's connected. There is like one of scholars say that there is connection between civilizing soul and cultivating soil and civilizing soul. So soil and soul is very connected actually, because we are human. We are created from the dirt, from soil. Yeah, and then there's one of what's it? There is one of research that proof that human component or a human was made from the soil component, like nutrient in the soil. It is literally the same. So everything that we need, everything that we need to fulfill, especially our physical needs, is from soil. So if the soil is died, if the soil is if there is no soil, no human. Yeah. And then if no soil, we don't have food, we don't have energy to 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 uh to do some to do some good things, to do goods, you know. And then and the Rohanif is also we focusing on being Khalifa or vicegerent, and Hamba or servant. Yeah. And then also with adab, with Islamic adab, you know. So and also the in Darul Hanif there is like Islamic boarding school. Yeah, in Indonesia we call it pesantren, and also wellness being center. Yeah, and Kebun Hanif, and also extended families mean like for us it's mean like people can come and people can contribute to our place as a community. Like for example, we open volunteering, and some people from around the world come and uh, helping us in the garden, in the daily life, in the daily activities. They come to learn, yeah, and then to being a community here. And also we trying to do some muamalah give economy, like from the garden we put the surplus into the we have a small shop, and we trying to learn to how to make some product, and then sell it to our friends, and also sometimes we also having a charity to local people to give them like a sadaqah for their daily life. And also consultancy is relating to we trying to help help people to if they want to make some properties that with the permaculture approach we helping them to make the to design the landscape and also to do some earthwork or make build some properties. And also education, yeah, education like all children, youth, and adults. We educate people. We educate people to learn about permaculture, to learn about Quran, to learn about wellness being, and also regenerative culture. Regenerative culture is regenerative culture is the meaning of regenerative culture is like when every people trying to respond to nature by by his journey, you know, like by their journey. I mean, like a regenerative culture is everyone that living here is they can they can learn from nature. They can get the idea of how they can live with nature, and also we living together with with a different process of we have a certain process, a different process. I mean, like every person can reflecting their self with these properties, like what they can do, what they can contribute, what they can uh, do something good here. So we call it Kampung Muslim as well, like because yeah, we want to make a like community. Yeah. So in the right on the right is it still the same but in the different shape of a framework? But yeah, basically we have wellness being center, Kebun Hanif, Warung Hanif, regenerative culture, as a eco village or Muslim village, and education, uh, like Islamic boarding school, permaculture workshop, health camp, and then also communal space like uh, co-working office. Like some of our friends come here and they work actually they working they are working, but uh, and on a leisure time sometimes they go to the garden and helping us in the garden, but they also having a time having a space to work, you know, in the garden, like. And also library, mosque, group meeting space, and communal kitchen. Yeah. And wellness being center, we have a garden as a therapeutic and praying room. And Kebun Hanif, we have a communal garden, kitchen garden, food forest, poultry, bees. And for Warung Hanif, we have a gift economy muamalah and surplus fair share from the garden. And for the in the properties, we our main purpose is to have a community to learn together, to having a space for contemplating our activities with the with as a Muslim, you know. And this is a kind of activities for local community that we holds. Sometimes we we have local communities. For example, local community activities, like for example, for charity, like we giving them uh, what should I say, like the daily. food needs or the daily basic daily needs that we give to them. And also we hold some education with local children, and also sometimes we go out to another place to educate people about regenerative farming or uh, permaculture. Yeah, and also we have a annual market that sell used clothes or secondhand clothes, and then we sell it to local. We gather the secondhand clothes to from our friends in the city. Yeah, and then we sell it to the local community here, and then the money we give it to the local mosque. Yeah, and then this is the permaculture activities that we hold. We hold some permaculture activities uh, for children, for adults, and yeah, this is picture of our activities. Like also we this is some of volunteers here working together, and sometimes we also have a garden tour when children come from school. Yeah, when children come from school and want to learn about ecosystem. And then we also hold a permaculture design course, yeah, certificate, and uh, yeah, that's permaculture activities that we hold. And then next, our permaculture garden for activity and education. Yeah, this is the picture of our garden, yeah, and our properties. Yeah, we are living in uh, one all 5,000 meters square of land, and then we have mosque, we have a house, yeah, for people who come and want to do activities here as a volunteer, um, or joining our workshop or something. And they can sleep here, they can sleep in our properties. And then also this is our garden, like this. We are our land is kind of slow, and then we're trying to respond it to how to manage the water system, how to manage the pond, and how to plant some of the plant that for annual or perennial in our garden. So next, we are going back to the background of uh, why we why we're living in these properties. So mm, actually, it has came from this ayah of the Quran, like the wisdom of human creation. Like Allah say that in the Quran that Allah created us to be a servant, like from Azariyat 56, like and I, Allah, didn't create the jinn and mankind except to worship me. So ibad is a servant, and also as a Khalifa, like in the Quran of Al-Baqarah 30, وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي جَاعِلٌ فِي الْأَرْضِ خَلِيفَةً. And mention when your Lord said that the angels, indeed I will make up upon the earth a vicegerent or Khalifa. So this is related. So um, Allah want us to be a servant, and then in the term of a servant is also Khalifa. So we can do a servant, we can be a servant and as a Khalifa. Khalifa is vicegerency and it can related to the immortal art, like to prospering the earth. Yeah. Maybe some of yeah, we often hear about the meaning of Khalifa is to be a chief or yeah, something like that. But actually, Khalifa is to be a servant. Yeah, but the servant in this world, in this earth, actually. So we are going to this kind of maybe you or maybe some of you already know that this is egocentrism when people uh, is above everything in on the earth, for example. Like they can do anything that they want, but without an ethics, like uh, because they have like mind and they have a willingness, so they just do what they want uh, without thinking about future, without thinking that Allah created everything in a proportion. So, and also we can see the ecocentrism. Ecocentrism is mean that we are part of nature, so we are all the same. But actually, it can transforming to be seva. Yeah, seva mean the form is like hurt, love. So seva is translated as surface in the sense of surfing. Yeah. So uh surfing life. This is our purpose actually. Like giving more than receiving. Yeah. So like in the Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, Khalifah is also mean seva, to serve, to serve. Yeah, we are surfing actually. And then we don't do corruption upon the earth because Allah is uh, always you know when we talk about sunnatullah the natural pattern, nature has a mechanism to reform itself by the sunnatullah, and then we as a human actually is to do reformation as well, to do islah. Like this is from paper Othman Abdurrahman Lewalin about Islamic jurisprudence and environmental planning. So actually, Islamic ethics draws no limit either to the number and kinds of creature that the Muslim is required to benefit by his good works, or to the extent of good that he or she is required to do them. So actually, Allah said that Allah created this earth, and creature or everything on this earth is to benefit us. Yeah, and all of it, yeah, benefit by our good works and no limits. Yeah, but actually we have a limit. We have a we have like our body also have a limit. We couldn't consume everything because we have a limit. We have a qadar in ourselves. We have a proportion in our body. And also the ultimate purpose of Sharia is the universal common good, the welfare of the entire creation, or masali al qalbi akafatan. And also the purpose of each creature is to serve the sustainer. It is related with the slide before, like we talked about seva. Yeah, we serve. Yeah, and to serve the sustainer of all by filling its ordained role, thereby contributing to cosmic design and purpose, to the welfare of the totality. All beings are thus united in aim, and benefiting the whole is a value that pervades the universe, or rahmatan lil alamin. So the purpose of us is to be rahmatan lil alamin. Yeah. And then for human beings, this role is expanded to the special responsibility of trusteeship, or amanah and khilafah, over the earth. And also it's related with ihsan. If we do something good in this earth, to take care of this earth, to spread the kindness to in this earth, is kind of ihsan. And then the most comprehensive term expressing nobility denotes the perfection of moral rightness, practical benefit, and aesthetic artistry, and is due from human toward everything. For the essence of worship is to do the greatest good to the entire creation. Yeah, so not limited to just focusing on human, but also focusing on all the creator. Like for example, when we talk about ecosystem, we need to do the greatest good to the ecosystem, to the ecology. Yeah. And yeah, also ihsan is translated into explicit administrative goals and legally enforceable principles through the duties of islah. Yeah. Brightness, beneficiality, suitability, betterment of condition, cultivation of earth, and establishment of peace, prosperity, and civilization. If the primary objective of Islamic law is to realize ihsan and maximize the welfare of the creation, the purpose of environmental planning may be defined as islah. Yeah. So permaculture is itself is um, one of approach that we're trying to planning the environment and trying to do islah, revival of the deadlands, or ihya al-mawad, and tahsin al-ard, enrichment, enhancement, and beautification of the earth. And the Prophet Muhammad, on whom be blessing and peace, declared that thus fructifying the earth is a profoundly ethical act. Like from hadith, uh, whoever revives the dead land, for him is a reward in it. And whatever any creature seeking food eats of it shall be reckoned as charity from him. So there is no Muslim who plant a tree or sow a field and a human, bird, or animal eats from it, but it shall be reckoned as charity. It's barakah. It's a charity from him. You know, like when we sometimes we when we when nowadays, well, especially in conventional agriculture, there are some case in Indonesia when people planting some kind of plant, for example, chili. They plant chili, and then uh, at the time the price is going down and become cheaper, and the and the farmer is uh ruined all the chili because 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 the price is so cheap. It's not kind of charity, like it's just ruin Allah creator. So we need to focus on what we intend to do, like to take care of the earth, not just for ourselves, but also for the nature itself. And then this is, yeah, like I said before, that the human body and soil nutrient is consisting of the same nutrient. Yeah. So the human body is created from nutrient on the soil. Yeah. Like in the Quran said that وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ مِنْ سُلَالَةٍ مِنْ طِينٍ. And certainly did we create man from an extract of clay. Yeah. Uh, So when we talk about the food system nowadays, like industrial, conventional, that using chemical and that using synthetic compound, there's no much soil nutrient left in it, because in the soil there is soil food web. There is, for example, like the worm or nematodes or bacteria, fungi, everything that uh, d- dwelling in the soil will die because of, yeah, because of chemical. And then the soil nutrient will just left with maybe just NPK, like the macronutrient. But we need all of this, not just this macronutrient. We need all of this because uh, you can see that the in human body, like a calcium, phosphorus, potassium, sulfur, sodium, chlorine, magnesium. We need all of this, and the creator in the soil, like a bacteria, fungi, nematodes, they have a they're working on this. They're working on all on how to put the soil enrich of nutrient. Yeah. So we need to take care of soil now. Uh, yeah, this is also a kind of reflection that Ibn Abdul Isbili say that cultivating the earth is the foundation of civilization. So when we neglect it, or even destroy it, we disrupt civilization, because there is a direct interaction and symbiosis between cultivating soil and civilizing the soul. So cultivating soils mean that we take care of the earth as Khalifa. So civilizing souls mean that we are trying uh, to do tazkiyatun nafs, yeah, to control our nafs, to control ourselves, to learn to contemplate ourselves. And also when we talk about pray, the earth was created for me as a means to purify and as a mosque. This is Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that the earth is also mosque, yeah, except graves and bathing place, yeah, yeah, or toilets or something like that. So when we see this, the earth was created as a mosque. This means that everything that we do, if we have a good intention, if we have a what's this? If we have a good deeds, yeah, and we do good things to the earth, to the ecology, to the human, to nature, it's also part of praying, yeah, it's also part of praying. So praying itself is not only in a mosque, but in the mosque, but also when we take care of the earth, it's part of ibadah. Yeah, it's part of being a serpent. It's part of uh, purifying ourselves. So next we are jump to yeah, I want to give you a little bit of explanation of Sunnatullah. Uh, we are talking about nature. So nature itself is from Quran is from Al Quran is alam, and alam, it has relation with the knowledge or ilm, and it came from three words, ain, lam, mim, which mean direction. So from Ragib al-Isfahani say that nature is the trace by which something is known. And from Jurjani, the things that causes something to be known. And from Ibn Kasir, al-alam comes from the word al-alama, which means sign, specifically a sign of God's presence. So this is what we are trying to do in our properties, is to reflecting the name of the 99th name of Allah to the daily life, to our daily life. We're still trying to learn from that, and yeah, we learn from that to contemplating and to do daily life with that name of Allah. Yeah, because mashallah, the name of Allah is also helping us to contemplate ourselves, yeah, to do the goods. And yeah, alam is also two also divided into two, alam shahada and alam ghaib. Yeah, alam shahada, that we are living now. Yeah, as consisted from microcosms, human, and macrocosms, or other than humans. Yeah, and then alam gaib is uh non-true revelation, because we are still in alam shahada. um yeah, this is also from Quran. Yeah, it is related to the natural pattern. Yeah, we're trying to also to learn about that. Everything in nature has a pattern, because of Allah created this very, very beautiful, and we can learn from that. Why Allah created this, and this is like a Fibonacci pattern, like from the mathematics, from the math. We can learn that Fibonacci pattern in nature. It's like, for example, it's like uh, our ears, like they have a spiral pattern. So when the energy, when the waves sound from come to us, it can we can hear it. And yeah, this is Sunnatullah, is the natural the law of nature and divine tradition. And we as a human, being a Khalifa, determine its function to implement and the Sunnatullah and the cultivation and civilization of the earth. Yeah. And from Surah Al-Isra, the seven heavens and the earth and whatever is in them exalt him, and there is not a thing except that it exalts Allah by his praise, but you don't understand their way of exalting. Indeed, he is forbearing and forgiving. Yeah. So yeah, everything, uh seven heaven and the earth, yeah, whatever is in the exalt him. So, and this is also yeah, also the rain come send Allah send down the rain to us, and then the soil is absorbing the water and the plants growing. This is also part of Sunnatullah. And also, like, we have this discussion lately on a group, on the WhatsApp group. Uh, yeah, we can observe the moon to do our activities, because our ancestors did this. And also, for example, now we are in Ramadan. Also, we observe the moon to decide which time for Ramadan. And also for planting, also it's related. Yeah, this is yeah, kind of Sunnatullah that has a Mizan in it, and in Qadar, yeah, in the proportion, and trying uh to be equilibrium, yeah, to be in equilibrium. So nature itself is dynamic, but in equilibrium. So dynamic equilibrium is Sunnatullah, and in the nature uh, the pattern is very dynamic, but it's in equilibrium. So this is ethics or adab in permaculture that we do. First is take care of the earth, and this is one of the hadiths that people who have a sense of Rahim will be blessed by God, the Most Rahman, who gives blessing and is most high. Love those on earth so that you will also be loved by those in the sky. So when we want to get the Rahim and Rahman from Allah, yeah, whoever gives blessing, whoever love the earth, so we will be loved by those in the sky. Yeah. And remember when your Lord proclaim, if you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor. But if you deny, indeed my punishment is severe. Yeah. So this is we learn also about gratefulness. Yeah. Because now we tend now in especially in modern world like greediness is very common everywhere. Human want everything, and then in the modern world, like people consuming everything even they don't know that they need it or not. But in with ethics, like take care of the earth and take care of people and also fair share and also care of future and also return to surplus, we can we have a good things that we can do with these ethics that we can share to everyone in this living in this earth. We can share to not just only human, also with the creator in on this earth. And also if we do fair share, yeah, it mean we care of people and also we care of the earth. So there is no wasteful if we care each other. Indeed, in the Quran said that indeed the wasteful are brothers of the devils, and ever has Satan been to his Lord ungrateful. Yeah, this is also regenerative framework that we can move ourselves, or we can transform ourselves from conventional practice to regenerative. Like this is the graph or the chart that you can see that now we need regenerative more than sustainable, because sustainable itself, if we see to the translation of sustainable, is uh, just focusing on now, but regenerative is focusing on the next the future as well, now and the future. Yeah. So this is we can read this: diversity leads to stability, stability leads to fertility, fertility leads to productivity. We need interactive diversity. Yeah. So we can provide the diversity in the garden. Yeah. So like Bill Mollison said that all the world's problem can be solved in a garden. Yeah. And yeah, this is also some of hadith that gardening, that planting is very good things that we need to do, even if there is doomsday. Before doomsday, we still need to plan. If we have a like a shoot or like a seeds in our hand, plan it. Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of framework that from the generative culture to regenerative culture. So from conserve and extract and exploitation, we can move into co-create, design, thrive, reference, co-create, design, and this is like a pattern that we can do better things than just extract something from the earth or just exploiting something from the earth. And also we can move from the fear cycle to love cycle, where the fear cycle is everyone like us, for example, like people is tend to be competitive, yeah, and then also uh all about competition, yeah. Everyone is trying to be higher, higher, and higher, and also everything is in homogenization, like for example on the farm, like monoculture, or we are divided many kind of knowledge or concentration that yeah, something like that, and focusing on individual benefit and also alienation, self-worth split, culture natural split. But if we move to love cycle, we can do collaboration, participation, co-creation, and also valuing diversity, optimization of the whole, collective benefits, belonging, sense of place, and shared meaning. So this is the narrative of interbeing. Yeah, this is the difference between exploitative and nurturing, like from degenerative culture to regenerative culture. Yeah, and this is the permaculture principle that maybe Brother Hamid is already explained this. So now I'm going to move to what we do in our properties and what we do in our daily life, like from the principles of observe and interact. We can do and we do like observing the weather pattern, energy, like sun, water, where the sun come from and where the water come from, where the water need to conserve, where the water need uh to save, and the wind, where the wind come from. Yeah, we can respond the wind by the, for example, we can plant a tree to minimize the wind phase, and gravity with, for example, in our properties, because we are living in a slope, I mean our land is in the slope, we can use gravity to move water from up down. And observing and learning about wild plants around us is very useful. We learn like foraging. We learn like even though we have a garden, we have a garden beds, vegetable gardens, but we also try to learn about wild plants because, for example, like I said before, like the weeds, it's also some of them are edible. Like we learn about edible kind of edible of uh, plant that we can eat, and observing animal, plants, insect around us, like in our place, like we observe the what kind of animals that appear in our land, and plants, our kind of plants and insect. uh, yeah, we observe that. Observing the soil and surrounding environment, yeah, the soil, we are living because we are living on a podzolic soil. It's kind of red soil, and uh, it is sticky in the rainy season, and it is become hard on the dry season. So we responded to make a compost and to build a soil. So this is now our properties. Can grow everything. And then interacting with neighbors and observing the potential of surrounding nature. And yeah, interacting with neighbors also we do because we are living close to the neighbor, very close to the neighbor. Uh, we need to interact. We need to learn the pattern of community around or the neighbors. Like for example, like we have sometimes we have a surplus, and if because we don't eat all the surplus, we sometimes we give it to the neighbor. And uh yeah, sometimes the kind of symbiosis with the neighbor. And also our neighbor, for example, having a cassava or sweet potato, they also sometimes like share to us this kind of interaction. And observing the culture, behavior, and social and surrounding community. Yeah. So Allah said that observe what is in the heaven and the earth. So observe and interact is what we do in our properties is always observing and interacting, like, and respond to it. Like because nature is that very dynamic. Yeah. Uh, but we need to observe that because our knowledge actually is very very we don't have yeah, me especially when we learn from nature that I feel like uh Allah the most yeah, the most known, and Allah know everything. So just give it back to Allah sometimes. Like it's because we as a human, me, we don't know anything. Like in the nature, there's something that unpredictable. So we have, even though we observe, uh, but at least when we do observe and interact, we can have a small things that we can uh, prevent to for example, like rather than we are not observe anything. Oh yes. And then yeah, this is we can see that we try to do some mapping, like for example, the sun, where come from the sun, and where the wind come from, and where's the view sector, so we can design our properties to facing this lake. So and the water, where's the water come from, and where's the water come to. Next is catch and store energy. Catch and store energy, like we have a rainwater harvesting system that in our properties, like in we saving water from rainwater for about 8,000 uh 8,000 liters. So we can use this rainwater for cleaning, for uh yeah, for our water needs. And also we have this in every house, like we harvest the rain from every house and apply principles of water: catch it, store it, slow it, sink it, and conservation. Yeah, like for example, like for conservation, we have like a gray water system that connected to the garden, like from the sink, water from the sink. uh we process first. That will process on a gray water system, and after that they will they will run to the water will run to the uh garden. And using solar dryer, yeah, to uh for our harvest, that we need to preserve, like with the sun light. and we create solar dryer as well. Sunbathing in the morning as a source of vitamin D. Like, yeah, we do gardening activities, so we get when when the sun's uh in the morning, yeah, the sunlight will come to us and come to our body, and it's a source of vitamin D while we gardening. So seed saving as well, like we have our local seeds and heirloom seeds that we need to save. Uh, and then we also sometimes we exchange the seeds with our friends that also do gardening. And learning and reflecting, this is very important. Like, learning and reflecting is also part of catch and store energy, because when we learn, we catch energy, we catch knowledge, and we're reflecting, we store the energy to have a new thought, to have a new knowledge. Like, reflecting it, and we have new energy to do in our garden, to do in our properties. And next is obtain a yield. Yeah, it's obtain a yield. This is, yeah, some of picture that we get from our garden. Like, we have coconut trees that always bear fruit almost all the ye- all season. Yeah, and also we have jackfruit, and yeah, this is our food that we get from garden. Yeah, this is a goat milk. We have a goat, and also this is the eggs, kind of vegetables, banana, duck eggs. We have a duck, and also we eat together. Uh, and also this is the picture that we teach, or yeah, we teach children, our kids to a teenager to I mean teenager to learn how to foraging in our properties, in our garden. Um, yeah, principle of obtain a yield is about harvesting enough. That we harvesting enough from the garden. So if we have an excess, or if we have a surplus, uh, we make some of product that we sell, and also sometimes we give it to the neighbor, and convert harvest surplus into a product and make circular economy. Yeah, this is kind of this part of obtain yield that we do. Leaving some plants to make seeds again. Yeah, this is kind of obtain yield when we saving seeds. Sharing food with the community, harvesting barokah by sharing with surrounding environment. Yeah, this is kind of also um, in spirituality, yeah, in the knowledge, we can obtain a yield as well, like barokah, by sharing everything that we learn from our properties. Yeah, we learn from nature, directly from nature. Sometimes we share to people that come to our place. Make healthy food and utilizing what is available without many desires. Yeah, this is very important. Sometimes, for example, when we talk about obtain a yield, nowadays people tend to want something that not in a season. Like, for example, we want a jackfruit in a rambutan season. We want a jackfruit in a durian season, for example. Like, it's not this but actually Allah created a season for the fruit. It has a function to our body as well, but sometimes we have a desire more than that. Yeah, so we're trying to learn utilizing what is available without many desires. And also silaturahmi, or silaturahim, or gathering with friends, with local people, with uh, participant in the course. Yeah, this is very important because also obtain a yield. We obtain we learn from people who come to our place. Like we learn about that. We learn from them. Like they have their own experience or something like that. Yeah, this is a picture of yeah, we made some product and we sell it, and we have chicken that producing egg every day. And this is hibiscus. We made a jam. We make a jam from hibiscus, and we have a tree like this is kind of sapote. We make it a cookies, yeah. And this is we also make a syrup, yeah, and this is cook and eat together. That is our culture here. Like with the volunteer, we often cook and eat together from the garden. We can harvest something from. We can harvest vegetables, fruit, or some of the spices or something from the garden, and we cook and eat together. So yeah, this is also reflection from uh, Quran that I remember when your Lord announced, indeed, if you grateful, I will surely increase your favor to you. But if you deny my favor, then my punishment will certainly be very severe. Yeah. Of course, we need to grateful because sometimes we just focusing on what outside rather than what inside. Like um yeah, because now everything is provided in the supermarket, in the uh yeah, yeah. Everything provided in the supermarket, for example, like but actually uh we have something that we can grow in our garden and we can eat it. Yeah. And that's kind of grateful that we do here. And he is the one who made the plants that find and those that do not find, date, palms, plants, and various tastes, olives, and pomegranates, which are similar in shape and colors and not similar in taste. Eat the fruit when it bears fruit and give your dues, zakat, when you reap the harvest, but don't overdo it. Indeed, Allah doesn't like those who are excessive. So, uh, trying to be enough, trying to be enough with what we get from the garden. This is what we are trying to do here. And yeah, everything that grow in the garden, it's also we. It's not us. It's not me. It's not my wife, but it's Allah growing it. And so uh, we can have a good food, the halal and tayyib food that we know the process of the food come from. Yeah, this is very barakah that we feel here. Alhamdulillah. This is also reflection from Quran. Or humans, eat of the halal and good food found on earth and do not follow the step of Satan. Indeed, Satan is a real enemy for you. So, Alhamdulillah, we get always get everything from the garden every day that we can eat, that we can learn every day from gardens as well. That's very yeah, I'm very grateful. Um, and then yeah, this is a picture also from our harvest. And if you count Allah's blessing, you will certainly not be able to count them. Indeed, Allah is truly most forgiving, most merciful. Uh, yes. Yeah. Our experience, my experience, when we trying to live in harmony with nature, Like Allah blessing is very near, and Allah blessing is actually everyday life. Like, yeah, Alhamdulillah. At first, actually, at the first time that we started our properties here, we are moved from city to our properties. We think that we don't have friends, and our friends from city, yeah, will far from us. But now we realize that Allah uh, mm, prepare us with that, and yeah, we can make a friend even with just living in these properties, like because people coming to our place. Yeah. And next about principle, number four is apply self-regulation and accept feedback. Yeah. Accepting and responding to feedback given by our environment or nature. This is very important about accepting and responding, because sometimes we uh, more focusing on the things that outside ourselves. Yeah. And then we are trying to uh, learn not to attach to the result, not to attach to what we are doing, but we just focusing on we trying to focusing on uh doing things that Allah wants, and being flexible toward the results, because nature is very dynamic, that we feel like we couldn't know that if tomorrow we are going to harvest or not, because Allah growing it. So uh and learning from experiences and journeys, of course, and strengthening our intention as ibadah. Yeah, like because our purpose as a human is also ibadah. So everything that we do as ibadah, alhamdulillah, it came with the barakah, it came with the yield, it came with the uh, barakah or mercy. Yeah. So this is from a Quran as well. Ya ayyuhalladzina amanu taqullaha wal tanzur nafsum ma qaddamat lighad wattaqullah innallaha khabirum bima ta'malun. O you who have believed, fear Allah, and let every soul look to what it has put forth for tomorrow. And for fear Allah, indeed Allah is aware of what you do. Yeah. And use and value renewable resources and services. This is what we do in our properties. We make a natural home cleaners like soap, enzyme. Yeah, we made a eco enzyme, like we fermented the skin of fruits, and we made it as a cleaner. Yeah, and we made natural soap, home cleaners, and for example, making biopore holes for organic waste, and making composter or stacking bucket, and making warm houses for processing and organic waste. Yeah. And now we are also having an uh, organic waste that we uh, trying to resolve the problem from residents. The residents give us like the waste, almost 70 bucket of 25 kilos bucket every week, and we have a maggot, and we try to turn the organic waste into the compost, and also with this with black solid fly maggot, and utilizing wood or bamboo from the surrounding area to make infrastructure. We have a bamboo plantation, so we can use this as for example, to make a gazebo or a trellis in the garden. Working with local communities and supporting local products for supply. this is what we do. Like we working with local communities. We have a communities, especially in Indonesia. And also one of us that maybe in this class is also my friend, also from the brother Hamdan is he is also in the same community with me. Like we have a local community, share knowledge, everything, even uh, share their experience in the garden. So we can have new knowledge in every day. And supporting local products for supply. Yeah. We also our friends in especially in our region in Bandung also have some of our friends have a product, and we also sometimes supporting them to with the local products. For example, like the soap or like a seeds, uh like a rice or something like that. We supporting him. And next, produce no waste. Yeah. This is what we do. Yeah. To produce no waste in our properties. We uh for example, we composting kitchen waste, making the best use of and maintaining the item we have, reducing consumption of food from outside, and producing it ourselves using low energy equipment, and printing document or draft, or when we need to write something, we try to use paper, and using long lasting recycled furniture. And for example, in this we have this from the campus that they don't need it. We put it here and we can use it as a storage. Uh, and also this is we get it from the university from an artist. And because in the university don't need anymore, we get it and we bring it and we put it in our properties, and it's good. And uh yeah, like we use banana leaves or another leaves as a plate. Yeah. And also we have a local food, like this is we made it from cassava and with the sugar inside it, and it's chewy and it's very good, it has a good taste. And this is the reflection from the Quran. And we didn't create the heaven and the earth and that between them aimlessly. That is the assumption of those who disbelieve. So who do those who will disbelieve from the fire? Um, yes, Allah created everything here aimlessly. Uh, didn't create it aimlessly. I mean, except human that create plastic, like even couldn't decompose in nature. So, but actually, Allah made everything can decompose, can be circular in nature. Yeah, this is our gray water treatment. So the water from that come from the sink will process in these beds, like the beds with the it is the reed beds, and also this is the pond, small pond, and after that go through the garden. And this is our black soldier fly or maggot processing food scrap from local neighborhood. And we give this maggot to the chicken as a as a chicken food or chicken feed. And we made a hot and we make a hot composting, and we make a chicken composting as well. And then Next is design from patterns to details. As yeah, this is our properties from the eye bird eye. Uh, we can observe and making detailed site plan. Yeah, so and also studying a local climate pattern, studying surrounding soil conditions, studying surrounding community pattern, so we can learn every pattern and then put it in the detail for uh, for example, we're creating a map to and detailed site plan before we do, like we have a plan from then we have a plan, and from the result from observing the land. So integrate rather than segregate. For example, we integrate home and garden because our garden is next to our home as well. Integrate chicken in kitchen waste management. We have a chicken, and also uh, chicken can integrate with kitchen. Like from the kitchen, we get food scrap and we give it to chicken, and chicken is very helpful. And also because chicken has uh, the nature to scratch the dirt and the soil, we use it to make it a compost. So they can chop everything that we give to them and become a compost. Use gray water to water garden plants. Yeah, this is kind of integrate. Made a aquaponic. We integrate. This is kind of approach that we can integrate fish uh, and vegetables and build community and network for goodness. Yeah. For example, this is like I said before, fundraising for charity for the locals, an open learning space. Yeah. And secondhand clothes bazaar or small market. And next, use slow and small solution. Yeah. First is the comma in daily activities. Yeah. Sometimes we are yeah, we're trying to istiqomah, we're trying to persistent, we're trying to yeah, to be istiqomah, because it's also need istiqomah. For example, like this is why I put this picture here, because sometimes we forget when we want to charge our phone, and we forget to put the charger out from the sources of electricity. That's, I think that's common everywhere nowadays. Yeah. Maybe we think that it's not big electricity that we consume, but how about if we think about one region? It's very big electricity consumption. Um, and also look around and use what you have now. This is very important because one of the principle in permaculture is also uh, it's better to use something that, or recycle something that we can use again. Like for example, like we make garden beds from the coconut what should I say, coconut um what should I say, like from the coconut skin. Yeah, start reducing and sorting waste starting from yourself. So yeah, here we have a we sorting waste. We sorting organic and organic, and organic we give it to chicken, give it to maggot, give it to worm. And the plastic we spare it, and we give it to the local plastic recycling. Start planting from the yard, and start getting used to walk or use bicycle in nearby place. Yeah. Turn off light and electronic devices when not in use. Unplug the charger cable when it's not in use. Yeah. And Next is use and value diversity. Yeah, Allah created all pairs. Like Subhanalladhi khalaqal azwaja kullaha. Yeah. Exalted is he who created all pairs. So actually Allah created everything in all in pairs, like earth and sky, like male and female. Yeah. Also plant, actually, when we learn more, like plant have a also have a friend, like also have a pairs. Yeah. So planting various types of food in our garden, or we do companion planting, like for example in this picture, like many kind of fruit and many kind of vegetables it's growing here. um, and then also bringing in pollinators such as bees, birds, butterflies. We plant many kind of flower. Making your own probiotic drinks, yeah, because this is we make like on kombucha, ginger bark, kefir, water kefir. Um, these sources of our guts microbiome, so we need it in our daily life. When in our body, we need it because also the microbe is also in in our bodies, and this is probiotic. It's very good for our body. Making ponds and insect houses to invite insect and animal. Yeah, we have some of the pond that we have a tilapia fish, and we have a catfish. We have a um uh and also we have because we are living uh in a in a in suburb, and also our land is quite already have many trees, so there is also already many insect. And one time we trying to make insect houses, or or we have a bees. We have we have some kind of uh animals and poultry. Yeah, this is also one of how to use and value diversity. Eating from a variety of food sources. Yeah, like this is, for example, we do foraging. Yeah, we have cassava leaves. We eat cassava leaves. Yeah, some kind of wild plants or weeds. Yeah, like and variety of vegetables as well. Holding social gatherings such as picnics in the garden with family, friends, etc., to remind ecological awareness. Yeah. Also, we holding some gatherings, uh, many courses and activities in the garden. It's part of gatherings as well. Use edges and value the marginal. Like, yeah, this is our farm lookalike. Uh, like edge effect, the edges. So we create this with the pattern. So we uh, we can have a if edge effect, and maximizing space, collaborating with various fields of work. So we have like worker or volunteers that has skills, different skills that can help in our garden. So following natural patterns in designing landscape. Yeah, that's what we do because yeah, this is our garden beds. Um, and creative use and respond to change. So respond to what life give us is the key to keep going. Yeah. This is for example, like there's there's one of quotes that from Bill Morrison. You don't have a snail problem, but you have a duck deficiency. This is kind of, if we look if we observe more into nature, more deep into nature, we can know that the how the nature works. Like nowadays in industrial, we're just focusing on one things. For example, the pest. We just when the pest is coming to our farm, and we just uh give it pesticide, and everything died. Uh, but actually, when we keep going to learn from nature, we can know that, like in the first slide that I in the second slide that I showed to you, that the ecosystem, there is a predator, there is also the prey. So how we can learn that pattern? Yeah. Problem is the solution. Yeah. The problem itself is a solution. Like uh for example, we have a weeds problem, so we just put goats here so they can clean this area. Using chicken to process excess organic waste, and yeah, I already explained it. Using worm to process organic waste, yeah, we have a worm composting system, not big, but that's effective in our garden. Food waste from kitchen, we give it to the worm, and also we harvest the worm castings and also the worm juice for garden. Using livestock such as sheep to cut grass, yeah, this is using aromatic plants around the house to control mosquitoes. Yeah, we plant some of the aromatic plants around our house to keep mosquitoes out from our house. Keeping fish in ponds to avoid mosquito larvae. Yeah, we have fish. Creating an irrigation system for watering strategy during the dry season. Like we have an irrigation system. Making ditches or swales to absorb water into the ground. Yeah, for example, this. So we made a swale and also this like small pond, so the water, when the rain come, the water will go through this well, and also from because we are living on the slopes, this water, if it's already full, the overflow will come to another level of our land, uh, and then yeah, and then after that the water will go to the pond. Create making okay, using gravity to drain water. Yeah, because we are living in the slope, we can use gravity to move the water from the upper part of our land to the down to the garden down. So yeah, this is regenerative living means conscious living mean in accordance with Sunnatullah. And then permaculture itself is conscious design, like how we can design our properties to in harmony with nature. So rather than we harm nature, we can take care of it. We can living and we can take care of it. Uh, yeah, this is many photos of our activities in our garden and our community. We can this is what we always tell everyone, like we can start from ourselves, and then from ourselves we can uh, have an impact to the people around us and to the community ecosystem biome, and finally by spiral or earth itself. And yeah, this is one of the quotes from Bill Mollison. Yeah. The greatest change we need to make is from consumption to production. If on a small scale in our own gardens, if only 10% of us do this, there is enough for everyone. So what we always teach to the people that come, or we always share to the people that come, is uh, we can gardening, even in small scale, yeah, like maybe one of our friend here, like brother Hamdan, it has a small space, but it's very effective to produce their daily food needs, vegetables, or even eggs, have a chicken. So that's yeah, if only 10% of us do this, there is enough for everyone. And yeah, this is just a benchmark from Hive community actually, but uh, this is also our intention to make this community hub like this, like the community kitchen. Yeah, it's kind of like this that we are trying to build here. Uh, like we have a show and gallery, health and well-being center, a community kitchen, library, shared facilities, garden and commons, workshop, lab and studio, school. Yeah, and this is integrated each other. And then, yeah, this is the last quotes from us because this is part of our journey as well. So we have this long journey filled with valuable lessons about the purpose of life, a serpent or Abid sent to the earth with nothing but the mission to return to Allah. So we always remember that we always trying to remember that what we do here, uh, what we're trying to create, what we're trying to build here is just the part of big mission that the big mission is to return to Allah. Yeah. So this journey involves fulfilling the role of caliph, which includes immortal art, prospering the earth as its caretaker and guardian. Our our duty is to maintain the earth in accordance with divine law or sunnatullah. So yeah, I'm going to give all of you like maybe some of you already did it, but we can start we can start everything from where we are and use what we have, do what we can, and don't forget that Allah always be with us. So this is the Instagram of our farm and our properties, Kebun Hanif. Maybe some of you want to know more. You can see this. You can see our activities here in our Instagram. Maybe that's all that I can share. Hope you enjoy and understand. And then I'm going to give it back to Tasha. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Jazakallah khair, Brother Afif, Masya Allah. Jazakallah khair
Wa in-
for the Masya Allah, very inspiring stories, and I hope that because I can feel that you are really happy to share and very happy to share the thoughts, share the values, and all the stories that you already uh, practice and already been through for this permaculture journey. Alhamdulillah. So, for everyone who want to ask or having any question or want to share your thoughts, please, just please. Yeah, so this is the time for everyone who want to ask or sharing or anything. Yeah. If there is someone who want to ask, you can raise hand or like typing on the comment below. So here also, Brother Hamid is also here.
Yeah,
So
so
yeah.
inshallah we will hold retreats on the next 2 months, inshallah, in our properties, and hope if you want to know more and if you want to if you want to meet us, and inshallah we'll be here, and if you want to join later, we will send the information of the retreat to you. Yeah.
Yes, and you if we will share the information in the group, and then if you think that maybe you have friends or you have relation or anyone who might interested in this retreat, please share. So we can, yes, our aim is to connect with lots of Muslims around the world and around the globe, and we can connect more, and then having this deep sharing and discussion about these topics more intense. So yeah, please share if you have like a relation or anyone who are interested in this topic, this kind of topic. From Sister Shalma, Assalamualaikum. Could you please share information on companion plantings, the plant that can be sown together and the one that repressed, etc.
We can share later, or maybe on a group, yeah, on a WhatsApp group. We'll share, inshallah. But the main things in a companion plan things is we can understand also the we need to understand also about the sun needed plants and the shade needed plants. Uh, that's the basic that we need to understand. Maybe later, even though we already share the what should I say, the companion plantings chart, but we need to observe again because sometimes it's different from the chart. That's what we experience here. Like we always what should I say, like always learning and trying to combine some of plant and to another plant. Like if this is not work, we trying to another plant, and yeah, this is also part of our journey to learn about to get the Mizan to get the perfect Mizan from there. Yeah. But I will share later. Inshallah. Tasha will share. Yeah.
Okay. And maybe you can share a little bit here about like the principle of companion planting, like which like varieties of kind of plant that it's better to be together, like
Oh yeah. For example, if you want to plant, for example, like if you want to plant like a tomatoes, it's good if you can put it with the marigold, or
or calendula.
calendula. Yeah, calendula. It's better because calendula roots has a what should I say, has a some compound that can deter the nematodes that eat the uh, tomatoes roots. That's one of example. Yeah, for example, to the third pass is the plant that has a scent or yeah, aromatic plants that, for example, like there's many aromatic plants like mint. If you if you want to plant like cover crop, you can plant many kind of mints or menthol. Yeah, many kind of mints, and uh, also, for example, like rosemary. It has a very strong scent, and you can plant it together. You can plant it around the garden. It's very helpful. And also you can plant some kind of plant that can attract attract insect. Like uh, there is some of plant that can attract insect, especially the if you plant flower. It's very important in the garden because it can attract the what should I say? It can attract the herbivore insect and also the predator insect at the same time. So if flower is not just for uh that we because that's beautiful, we can see flower, but also it has a very important role in the garden. Yeah,
Oh,
calendula is edible. Yeah.
Yes, so first varieties is the key. And then, here, Mas Hamdan said a lot of imbalance happens in the world caused by humans, especially nowadays. So big job for us to bring balance to the forest, nature. Masya Allah.
Yes, of course. Now, yeah, of course, we have imbalance that happens. Yes, we're trying to find the balance again in the dynamic of nature. Because nowadays, like uh for example, the forest itself in our country, like Indonesia, it's become less and less and less. Maybe not just in Indonesia, but in another place, and also the what should I say, like the land that used to be in nature, used to be forest. It's became a plantation, even a monoculture plantation, and also became a like uh become a what should I say, like dwellings for human. um yes, that's right. That's now we have imbalance happen but caused by human. So we need to get back to the fitra, to as a human, to be a khalifa, to be a president. We learn how to read the language of nature, and uh, do the um do the things that we can do. And yeah, maybe Tasha have some thoughts, or Hamid.
Here from Sister Shalma, please post some permaculture videos on this group chat. Today's pictures were interesting too. Jazakallah khair. Inshallah. So we'll post some permaculture videos. Yes, we'll post some permaculture videos like reference, like practical guide or any permaculture reference. We will share you on the group chat.
Yeah,
We'll keep on sharing actually. So the group is actually should what is our aim is actually engaging people more. So it's
Mhm.
not only for this course. So we want to grow it. So in our place also, if we are in Canada or Bangladesh or any other place, so if we can, from these examples, if we think that yes, this is an applicable thing, so we will uh, imply it in our context. So let's just stay together and share our knowledge. Just don't uh, shut down after the course. So everyone maintain the cooperation and also the cooperative knowledge sharing. So engagement is important.
MashaAllah. Yes, yes, yes. We still keep in touch and keep sharing. Everyone can share in the group chat. And then just respond to like what Mas Hamdan said before, like Brother Hamdan said before. Like, so I think the dakwah, the shiar about this topic is became more important,
yeah,
especially for our Muslim communities. Like,
yes, of
we
course,
have
yeah,
to, yes.
yeah. Maybe Brother Hamdan say that a small step by Kubun Hanif are giant leap for humankind. Inshallah, Amin, Rabbal Alamin. And
And
then also,
everyone.
and everyone, yeah, and also you do a very good uh, things in
Yeah,
your
he has.
house.
Yes, Hamid also already
Yeah,
meet
yeah,
Brother
Ah,
Hamdan.
yeah.
I have attended
Yes,
his
yes,
session.
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah. Maybe you
I
can,
have attended. I
Brother
didn't
Hamdan.
understand that much because it was in in your
Yeah.
language in Bahasa. But yes, pictures were really awesome.
Yeah, yeah. In a small
Very, it
space,
was
and
on, yeah, urban permaculture, urban permaculture.
please
I,
share your experience as well, Brother
In the
Hamdan.
group.
It's
yeah, in the
very,
group, yes, yes,
yeah, it's very
that would
helpful
be
for
great.
us.
And there is question from Brother Raja. Is the permaculture design principles for Kebun Hanif developed right from the start or something that evolved along the way?
Yes. Yeah. Everything that we started here is actually by process. Like, yes, it's right. It's developed. Not everything we start with the all of, for example, the principles like we do that we share. It's we start in the same year, yeah, because we also uh learn about the principle in permaculture about to use slow and small solution. Like we can for example, at the first year, we just focusing on the garden and we don't have any activities around here. So the activities is we hold some activities in the second years, like uh, after yeah, at the second years that we hold some activities, but it's also not come from us. Like we don't actually, like me and my wife didn't have any at the time didn't have like a plan to like we want to make it this as a we want to share, we want to make a class on it. But it came from our friends that curious about this approach, this permaculture, uh, and they told us to please create a class, please hold some class, please. Uh, but at the time, I feel like uh, I'm not experienced enough, and I don't have knowledge enough at the time. And but I remember in Al Quran say that uh like share even just one ayah, please share it even just one ayah. Allah said that. So from that reflection, I just it's not about the knowledge, it's not about the perfection that we have in, because if we talk about a perfection, just Allah have a perfection. But uh so we just our role is just our role as a Khalifa is just to what we learn we can share to other people to help them to uh also to share each other. So and then I realized that from that time I made some of the class with my wife Tasha. And that's one of example. And also about the, for example, like the water system, it's also not running just one year we create all the water system in the garden, but it's like every year it it has a different uh process, you know. Yes, that's why our topics now it's about journey, yeah, because there's no end, yeah. uh because the end is, yeah, we go back to Allah. But here it's not about the properties that finish, but what our response to the sunnatullah, yeah. So that's what we do in our properties.
Yes. And then Brother Hamdan said, uh, I'm sorry not yet submit any of homework, but I will inshallah. And also I will share about my permaculture journey in the group. Please, please, please share it in the group. And everyone, like for everyone who has like
Yeah.
already running the project, even it's still start or it's big or it's small, anything, please
Yeah.
share. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's very important to share your experience, experience, your ecological experience, and your social experience, especially in related to the Islamic approach. It's very important because, yeah, we can share and we can reflect from it. It's very helpful for us. Yeah.
Yes, inshallah. So, okay, is there any more question? Okay, if there is no more, oh, here. from Sister Shalma would be interested in your knowledge on how to purify water naturally.
Okay.
Maybe gray water treatment.
Oh, we actually for the gray water, yeah, it had actually the gray water itself is because in our country it's not really regulated, so we just I mean different with us in Australia. For example, in Australia it's very regulated, like the gray water system. You need to very, what should I say, very, you need to following the, it's already standard in Australia, like you have to follow the government. If you don't, you will get you will, because of your you don't follow the government, you need to pay like that. But in our properties, because in our country, I think it's not regulated yet. So what we do is to clean the water. For example, from the gray water, we made a three-part compartment of a gray water system that we fill it with the gravel and also the charcoal and also the clay from the roof. We have a clay from the roof, and also the dirt, not dirt, I mean like uh yeah, kind of dirt, sand, I mean sand. And yeah, we put it, and after that we plant some of the plant, for example, like uh vetiver grass. They have a big roots, they have a deep roots, so they also absorb the chemical. And and after that we have another compartment with the same with the same with the same like the last compartment. And also we have a pond that we put some of the water plant, like hyacinth, uh, in the pond that can purify the water as well, like, and absorb the chemical. And after that we put it on the garden. And actually you can, if you're not sure, you can have a like one of the pond that you can put one of small pond that you can put fish on it. If the fish still alive, it's uh it's already clean, and you can give it to the soil and to garden. Yeah, if you want to uh, if you want to know more, we have a video about our gray water system. But yeah, in Indonesia, Indonesian language, maybe you can turn the subtitle. You can turn on the subtitle, and I will share to you, inshallah.
Okay, thank you so much for the answer, Brother Afif. It's a little bit awkward to say Brother Afif. Okay, so yes, I think if there is thank you for sharing your knowledge. A video would be great. Thank you. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much for joining this permaculture course. This is already being our last session. So, but as like Brother Hamid said before, it won't end now. Like our communication and sharing thoughts and discussion, we can still continue on the group WhatsApp. So for everyone who want to share anything, don't be shy. Yes, we are open for any sharing, any thoughts, anything. And I think like Chef Folds will be also happy to see the group like with the question, discussion, and
Mhm.
everything. We will share our thoughts too. So yeah, thank you so much for joining this permaculture course, and then may Allah bless us all, like give many barakah for our session, all of our session, and may Allah make it easier for us to like do as Imaratul art, and then uh, yeah, we will share about the international retreat too on the group after this, the information. And then maybe that's it for from me. And maybe Hamid and then Afif, maybe you want to share anything before we end our class.
Yeah, inshallah, we can actually conclude. Afif wants to say something.
Oh no, uh,
Yeah.
for before we close, because this is our very last session, we want to know the thoughts of the participant. Like, yeah, maybe some of you who want to share the maybe what should I say? Yeah, we want to share like after joining this online course for 3 session. Any thoughts? Anything you want to say? Yes,
Yeah.
maybe.
So the journey actually from beginning to end, how they are now feeling.
Yes.
At the beginning, where they were now, where they
Mhm.
find themselves. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. Please, anyone who want to share? Or maybe here we you can also share in the group chat.
Yeah, that will be also great.
Yeah.
In the group chat, if you, for us, if you write a review, that will also work as an feedback and evaluation that how, in the future, how we should actually go on with the course. Because yeah, we hope that for our Muslim communities all over the world, this course will be beneficial. And so your review or your feedback will be great if we get it. So, Jazakallah khairan everyone.
Maybe from Afif.
Anything last word?
Yeah, I want to say thank you for everyone that already joining this course. I hope everyone can get a new knowledge and new thoughts, and yeah, especially for the goodness for the next journey to how to learn and in harmony with nature, and also to in spirituality to our God Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, and also following the Sunnah from Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So I hope yeah, we can we as human that now we are living in this earth can be the most beneficial element on earth as a Khalifa, and also uh, yeah, hope this group is still going on until maybe we can share any thoughts, or well, this is the space for us to know each other as a and to working together and to help each other. Yeah, as a Muslim, hopefully we can spread this um, uh, kindness and this uh, very important knowledge. Yeah, to more and more and more Muslim community in the world. Uh, yeah, I think that's all. Thank you, everyone. And I'm sorry if I have something wrong when I said something, or if we had a yeah, something that we don't know that that it uh, wrong, or yeah, because we as a human sometimes we what should I say, like we do the wrong things, but hopefully all of you can what should I say, can understand. Yeah, I think that's all.
Okay, thank you so much, Afif. Jazakallah khair and Ramadan Mubarak to everyone from Sister Shalma and Jazakallah khair from our brother Mas Hamdan. And then before we end, let's take a picture together. Who can open the camera? Please open the camera, and then Afif will take the count.
Okay, everyone, please open the camera if you can. Uh,
Or even if they cannot, it's okay. We can
Yeah, it's
do the
okay.
picture. Yes.
okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Ramadan Mubarak. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Thank you, everyone. Hope we can meet in person someday.
inshallah.
So, inshallah.
Thank you. And Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Allah.
Thank you so much. See you in the retreat. Hope you you can join us. Inshallah.
Okay.